Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cavaliers will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Western Michigan's offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Finds the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Broncos send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense has the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Cherry. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Moore to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Cherry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Gonzalez. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Off play action on 1st down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on 1st down. Still looking on the move. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll go to the ground. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Steps away to find some room. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Give to the back. Runs through the tackle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Quickly complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
On the run, deep down the right side. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Got it in the middle. It's Myers. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Myers. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They're going to test the right side with this one. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep him honest, take him chunk by chunk.
Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Bringing the heat. Pulls it in. It's Finn. That's a fumble on the play. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The Broncos line up to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time. Turning it on! You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Cavaliers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He wants it all. can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Moore will throw. Here's a heat. Buys a little time. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Finn. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They'll try the run. Fighting off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Makes the catch. It's Finn. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Caught near the sideline, it's Finn. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Broncos will punt this one away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Give to the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down and getting down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Running into the open space. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And the Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want...
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Cavaliers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Virginia! And the beatdown has ensued.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
27, Western Michigan, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Moore to the air. That pass not close as he got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved on the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Myers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give on the option. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Got it in the middle, it's Cherry. And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
1st down for the offense.
Moore will throw. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
grabbed over the middle. It's Cherry. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Fights off a defender. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show. Their hands in the passing game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
He'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play. Offense facing 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Holding. Offense.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's long. Under fire. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
Lost one deep down the right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The throw. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Jones wants to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback running on the draw. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the right side.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And I'm I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close.